There were moments when Newcastle United showed off commendable resilience and resolve, tenacity and togetherness, but they lost again and have now taken only 1 point from 7 games. As Claude Puel's Velvet Leicester revolution continued with a third straight win, Rafa Benitez had every right to look worried. Newcastle's manager knows that, even holding their own, requires his players to perform at their absolute maximum. After a highly evocative preamble which saw the 125th anniversary of Newcastle's formation marked by home supporters waving a multitude of flags, raising numerous banners and generally turning the stands into a sea of black and white, Ayoze gave Benitez's side a 4th-minute lead. That goal began with Dwight Gale pulling wide and herring down the left before cutting the ball back for the onrushing, and unmarked, Spaniard. All that remained was for Ayoze to beat Kasper Schmeichel with a first-time, right-foot shot unleashed as he surged into the area. If the scorer had delighted in confounding those doubting Tynesiders who yearn for Benitez to replace Ayoze with a persistently overlooked Alexander Mitrovic, Danny Simpson, Puel's former Newcastle right-back, looked particularly unhappy after negligently failing to sense the danger in Gale's advance when, very shortly afterwards, Gale shot fractionally wide. Benitez's tactical gamble in fielding 2 strikers in a broadly 442 formation seemed to be paying off. The downside was that it left Leicester with an extra man in midfield, thereby offering them additional scope to show off their counter-attacking speed. Sure enough, Puel was soon out of his seat and celebrating a stunning, crowd-silencing equaliser from Riyad Mahrez. It originated in central midfield where Mikel Merino, once again preferred to the bench John Joe Shelvey, momentarily turned slapdash and forfeited possession to the influential Wilfred Ndidi. That temporary loss of concentration led to the ball falling to Mahrez, who ran at the heart of Benitez's defence before eluding Karl Darlow's grasp courtesy of a 25-yard shot which the goalkeeper touched but could not hold as it arrowed into the top corner. It was an eye-catching finish from an exhilaratingly rejuvenated playmaker, but Darlow, preferred to Rob Elliott here, will have been disappointed not to have made a save. Not for the first time this season, it was easy to understand why Benitez was so frustrated when Mike Ashley, Newcastle's owner, frustrated his attempts to sign an experienced keeper last summer. Merino's recruitment was sanctioned and has, largely, proved an excellent decision, but, unusually, the Basque midfielder, recently recovered from a back injury, seemed to be struggling in a holding role alongside Isaac Hayden. Perhaps unnerved by his error, Merino looked badly ruffled whenever the menacing Demarai Gray, in particular, entered his sphere. By half-time, the increasingly elusive Gray had tantalizingly curled a couple of shots inches wide and Merino's positional play looked to have fallen apart. Benitez would love to sign a player or two with a similar capacity for making things happen next month, but, with negotiations progressing slowly as Ashley and Amanda Stavely haggle over the terms of latter's mooted takeover at St James Park, he remains unsure as to whether he will be equipped with the funds needed to avert a relegation skirmish. Well before the interval, Leicester were comfortably in control with a usually inscrutable Puel casting aside his habitual deadpan persona when DeAndre Yedlin appeared to fell Jamie Vardy in the box. The visiting manager turned apoplectic when Neil Swarbrick ignored Vardy's appeal for a penalty, but replays suggesting Yedlin got the ball indicated the referee got a difficult call right. Granted, Schmeichel made an important save from Jacob Murphy, but with Gray, Mahrez and Ndidi all in impressive mode, Newcastle had their work cut out to prevent Leicester registering a third successive victory. As the hour mark approached and an intensifying chill ensured spectators lost feeling in their fingers and toes, the early evening optimism appeared to ebb out of those clutching black and white flags. Such Geordie pessimism felt fully justified when, in the 60th minute, Leicester assumed the lead. Gray deserved a goal, but, after meeting Mark Albrighton's adroit pass, he enjoyed a bit of luck when his shot swerved past a wrong-footed Darlow after taking a deflection off Florian Lejeune. That said, the glorious crossfield pass from Mahrez which prefaced Albrighton's assist merited proper reward. Creditably, Newcastle refused to fold and, in the fallout following a corner, Gale's left-foot shot whizzed past Schmeichel courtesy of another deflection from a defender, in this case Leicester's Harry Maguire. With the game suddenly anyone's, Gale shot marginally wide, but Leicester's counter-attacking skill won it, or rapid-fire break concluding with Jamie Vardy crossing, Shinji Okazaki shaping to shoot and Ayoze Perez' desperate attempt at a clearance resulting in the substitute registering an own goal.